If you hear any music, that is my brother, Ed Williams. He writes and performs all of these songs. Just generally um, repost to my YouTube channel all the stuff that I do on TikTok Live. So on TikTok Tuesday. So my YouTube channel is Cape Charles Art. So you'll find all those tutorials there, and it's easier to watch them really than live because you get to come in closer and see what I'm actually doing, I think. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Welcome. Yeah, I'm early, so we're just hanging out a little bit. I feel sideways. Anyway, so this is all painted with unicorn spit. Let me just show the people that are here early. These are miniature palettes made of epoxy. You just get a mold. I got mine from Amazon. This one has 3 little sections. But they sell them like individually and stuff, and they're not expensive. So that's cool. Anyway, and then I just paint on them with the unicorn spit. It's a gel stain, non-toxic, jasmine and lemongrass in it. So that's what I do. And then I go ahead and drop epoxy back on the top. And then I use them as paint palettes. Doesn't matter if you mess it up or anything, because you're just going to be using it to paint on. So I thought that was a cool idea. Welcome. Welcome. Someone, Melody, joined. Yay. All right, what time is it? Are we close? Oh, we have 10 minutes. So then the other thing that we're doing is the treasure box. I love treasure boxes. I love creating them. It's all painted with unicorn spit, and I use the Fama wood as texture. That is actually just a wood filler, but you can use it in your art, and it works great with the unicorn spit. That's why I do love it. And it's very inexpensive, I think, and that's always a plus. Hopefully this is where you're going to be able to see what it's supposed to look like as a unit. So it's like that. Did go a little crazy. I did the UFO with the Fama wood, so it's 3-dimensional. That was fun. And then that's just a hole of some sort, but I thought it was so pretty, I left it there. So, I know, Gleason TD, welcome. Thank you, hubby. I don't know why I'm yelling. Thank you. So, okay, so I have gloves. And I'm going to start mixing some Jade Diction. So, I mean, resin's expensive, right? So you want to get ones that work for you. My sister, Sherry, she uses a different resin. She swears by it, no bubbles and all that. And I believe her because I've seen her work. And she doesn't have any bubbles. I have bubbles. I always will have bubbles in my art. And I don't care. So that's probably why I have them. So, but she's teaching me, and I'm getting less and less bubbles. So yay. All right, anyway, it comes in 2 parts. Yep, A and B. And the cool thing about Jade Diction is it's a 4-hour demold. It's only 4 hours, and you can pull it out of that mold. How cool is that? So, I mean, usually it's a 12-hour or 24-hour. I mean, I don't know why we're such a hurry, but we are. And they know it, and I appreciate it. Alright, so I have just regular cups that I've marked in 2 different places because I wasn't sure, but they're even, either way. And I do not recommend these plastic cups with the ribs because, you know, it's hard to scrape evenly. But that's what I've got. And then you have your bigger container to dump them in. And before we got started, you do your little level this way on the table and that way, right? Okay, so the cool thing is I've got this stuff, these mini palettes setting on a board. So when I get done doing those, I can just pick the board up, move it over. This is my plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but this is my plan. Move the board over and then scooch the other stuff up and finish doing that resin. So, okay, holy moly, people. Welcome, sunshine. I love that. All right. Gosh. So I don't really care which ones I pour in first at this point. So I'm just going to start. Oh, there's a little thing I need. Something like this. A little cap. Apparently. I probably should save that cap, maybe. Alright, so I'm going to get down where I can see. Well, my brother just gets it with his guitar and that music. Should be pouring down the side probably, but it does seem like a lot. I just hope it fits in this big glass. Which I guess I could have measured by pouring water in there. Do I look like there's a head on the table? I'm here. Okay, do I go to that first one or the second? Let's just do the second. I'll tell you what, let's compromise. We'll go right into the middle. There you go. All right, little cap back in, I guess. And that is our A. I love that it comes in a little kit. It comes with instructions, so you don't have to worry about it. It's very simple. And it also comes with one of these. So, and those you just peel the resin off once it's cured. You don't have to wash the resin off. Just peel it off once the resin's cured and then use them again. They're great. All right, here's part B. The beautiful thing about this is, I know they say, you know, make sure you measure and all that. Oops. But the beautiful thing about it is you can be off a little bit here and there, as I always am. I don't buy those measuring cup things and stuff, but it doesn't fail. It's still gonna be fine for the most part. You know, there's always a chance of failure, but whatever. That's what we live for. Living on the edge. All right, so here we are. We are. And I'm just going to pour them together. Usually you don't do that because you scrape down the sides. Okay, that's scraped enough. All right, good enough. Now I'm just going to stir it, start talking. I went running around through the rooms on TikTok this morning. I just had some time. And I love going to other random artists, people I don't know. Just pop in and see what they're doing. And there was a wood burner out today. That was amazing. Can't remember any of these people's names. I apologize, but I followed them. So I was like, I just love artists and their process. It doesn't matter what they're doing or what they're using, multimedia, whatever. It's intriguing to me, you know? I love resin. You know, I have not done resin in way too long, and I'm a little bit apprehensive. I have to be honest. I am. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, that big chunk of wood is coming along so cool. I want to show you. This is going to have to sit for a few seconds, minutes. So when we let it sit, I'll show you that chunk of wood that we're working on. I'm still going on it. It's going to be a while. I am not a quick artist, really. Sometimes. But those are the pieces that you just dawdle, you know? They're your go-tos when you just don't want to do anything else but art. And let your inner child come out and play. Yeah, and you should be like scraping it up the side occasionally. I reckon. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. It's best to have the windows open where you can see through the glass, I think. That way you can see if those strands, those glassy strands, are dissolved or if you still have them. If you still see those strands, then just keep stirring for a little bit longer. That's all. Super easy. Don't be afraid of it, really. But I say that, but I do remember I had to get my sister and my mother. I do too. I love resin. Sherry, that's my sister. For real. I got her and Mama years ago to come down here to Virginia Beach and help me do resin. And they did it. Good morning, sis. Love you. So yeah, I was a chicken. But we kept going. We just kept doing it. And now Sherry's doing it. And she surpassed me. She has become my teacher. I love it. I mean, I think that's pretty good for now. We'll stir it up again in a minute. I'm going to lay that on that glove where I have all the other mess. And take this off. What was I going to do? Coffee. I was going to get some coffee. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yes, you have. Yes, you have surpassed me, and everybody knows it now. You have no bubbles. No bubbles, Sherry. Okay, so one of the things, back to art, is the denatured alcohol. In case you are working in a mold like this, you probably don't want to use a torch to do it. Now, I have, and I probably will again. It's not the best thing to do, though. You don't want to do that. So, denatured alcohol, and in one of those atomizers, the really, really misty kind where it doesn't just drop out. Just a spritz over the top of that, and we'll probably do that. Then, if you have like the treasure box or something that you're not worried about, then you can use you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, for me, then I can use my torch, and it's easy. It's not scary. So, all right. So anyway, Kathy, welcome. Pam. Okay, so what else? Oh, coffee. Coffee. We're just waiting for that. Oh, that's it. Let me show you the mud fossils. All right. I'm still working on it. It's not finished. So, but isn't that neat? It's crazy. So fun. Look at the stairs into the cave. So yeah, mud fossil obsessed. Going off. All right. Welcome. Okay, so that's what I've been doing and will continue to do for quite some time because I'm digging it. When we get to go back to Cherokee pretty soon, I'm going to be looking for wood, any wood, driftwood, anything. Okay, so before I start to do this, these I'm going to put back, make sure I didn't get mud fossil in there. Okay, these I'm going to put back where they belong into this, just like a little puzzle piece. And hopefully, this one looks resined, but it's not. It's only because I put the gesso under the wings. So this is all just last resin. Put that one over here. Now, admittedly, I could just leave them in there and paint on them, but I always have to pull them out and see what it looks like. Then I can go back and put them back in. Isn't this fun, though? I think this one fits. There we go. All right, so just like that. They're in their little beds. So here we go. Oh my goodness. I gotta stand up. Just press them down, make sure there's no space. And I know you got oils on your hands and everything. I'm just hoping for the best. That's all I gotta say about that. Just hoping for the best. Okay, let's get some gloves on. Alright, I'm gonna stir this again. One quickie. Make sure the bubbles look not too bad. This is what it looks like. It's bubbly. Sherry, do I wait? Do I keep going? Joe joined. Welcome. Lord help us. I think I'll do one at a time. Yeah. You want to see what I'm doing. I just want to make sure it gets around that little loopy thing is all. You know what I mean? So let me just run that around and make sure that happens. I think I'll just do them all. I have to change my mind. That's just who I am, y'all. Trust me. It's best. Just want to make sure it goes to the very edge. I don't care if it comes up over the edge of that much, but that will have a tendency to run back behind it, you know, underneath of it. So that may not be the best. It's Ed Williams on the music. Thank you, Ed. Okay, let's go around the little loop. Yeah, that works. That's the one that is absolutely not sprayed, sealed at all. I've used way too much resin on these, I am sure. Man. Oh, they're so pretty though. I love when the resin goes over the top of that unicorn spit. I wish I could show you, but I cannot. You will have to wait. That orchid is gorgeous. That one's over full. So that's just going to be a nice thick palette to hang on to. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this one. Something about mossy green and orchid purples. Yes, that's a yes. Okay. I'm going to move this. So let's see, can you see it at all? Okay, that's all you get. All right, here we go. I love playing in resin. It's just been so long to do things like this. Look at the pretty. All right, so that is actually, it goes this way. And I'm just going to start just pouring it straight in the center, nice and thick. I'm going to take these off. Well, that's what it looks like. Just letting it pour around. It covered a lot on that edge, I think. But I don't want brush strokes or brush hairs, so I'm just gonna let it run like this. It's coming up higher and higher on the edge each time it goes around. Move this over here. This has a 3D UFO, so I'm gonna go pour that straight over the top of that first, and then it'll go everywhere else. That way I know for sure it's covered. And this is the lid, so I don't want it really, really thick because I don't want that extra weight on the lid. Look at, I can see the sparkles coming up out of there. So pretty. Welcome. Sherry, thank you for welcoming everybody. You guys, that's my sister. And she's an artist. And she's my moderator. My best friend. Okay, here we go. I probably should put a little bit more, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more. And if it gets too heavy, I'll just put humongous hinges on it. I'm just waiting for 2 of them to finally get closed over with resin. There they go. Wow, that was slow. Slow going. So that's how it's gonna look. Not pretty. Yeah. All right, so let that sit there and look at the bubbles. Do I have bubbles? I don't even see any bubbles. Oh my gosh. Oh, how pretty. Wow. That's just, oh, there's one. I knew that wasn't right. There's always bubbles. All right. I'll let them sit here for a second. That looks like a bubble. I need a little toothpick or something. This will work. I don't know if it's a bubble or a thing. I don't want a thing. I'll take a bubble. I did put my hair up and I sprayed it with hairspray so like it would hang on and not get in my art, but you can never know. And it seems like it, you never see it until it's done, right? Until it's set. Here and see, I'm gonna mist those right fast if I. Okay, and then I'm gonna mist this one as well. All right, just in case. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day and week. Thank you for all of your support, and your follows and your shares and your comments help a ton. And I love you for it. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, hubby.